For a long time, I actually believed that I was the problem. I thought I was lazy. I thought I was undisciplined. I thought that I wasn't good enough. And that's the story that I told myself for a very long time. But here's what I know now. I'm not actually the problem. And if you're saying the same thing to yourself, then make sure you watch this video because this video might change everything. Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. I hope you are doing well. I'm Phoebe. If you haven't seen my last video, make sure you go and watch it. So today I'm just going to go through me and talking about how I thought I was the problem and how I overcame that, because a lot of the times people don't realize this. See, I would get to my desk and I would have the plan mapped out. I know everything that I needed to do to execute. But the thing is, I would instead do other things, such as doing the landing pages, doing the automations, designing stuff in Canva, or maybe I would be redoing a post that I've already done. And a lot of that was just time wasting and procrastination. You see, what was actually missing was execution. I needed to execute the things that would actually move me forward. I was spending so much time in the business rather than on the business. And what this means is I was doing all the secondary tasks that wasn't really moving me forward within my business. And the worst part of it all is that I couldn't stop. I kept going and going and going. And then after a while, I would feel tired, I would feel overwhelmed, and I would be frustrated because I wasn't moving any closer towards my goals. And of course I wouldn't be, because I'm not actually doing the tasks that would move me closer towards my goals. My turning point didn't happen dramatically. It actually happened quietly. I was burnt out, I was tired, and I literally had nothing left to give when it came to running my agency. So that's when I just said I needed some time out. I needed a break. A few weeks then turned into a few months, and it just got harder and harder to get back into. I had to ask myself a real question, whether was it me being tired, which is why I'm not getting the results I wanted, or was it because I just wasn't in it? I wasn't where I was supposed to be. I read this book called The 12-Week Year, and it's a really, really good book. And that book really shifted something for me. I no longer wanted to spend 12 months trying to figure out things or trying to do trial and error. Instead, I would make those 12 months into 12 weeks. Halfway through the 12 weeks, I realized that this thing is not working out. So that made me analyze, look at what I was doing, and literally said, nope, I'm not moving forward. It's a bit like in December when people are starting to think about their New Year's resolution. That's exactly what happens in this 12 weeks. The time gets closer and you're thinking, look, nothing's changed, or you're looking at the results and you see that nothing's changed. How can you change quickly, or how can you pivot from it quickly? That's exactly what I did within this 12 weeks. Here's the truth. I realized that I wasn't a lazy person and I wasn't undisciplined. What it was is that my head had already left the building before I did. I was literally done with it before I actually realized. I was still trying to do something when my whole self wasn't in it anymore. And here's what I want you to know is that I had so much information. I had the courses, I joined memberships, so I was part of coaching groups. I had all the information, I had all the content. But the thing is that my brain was actually clogged of information, and that was a huge problem. And the problem was that I had so much noise in my head that I clearly couldn't think. I couldn't see the way forward. I was drowning literally in information and starving of execution, essentially. And one of the things that I kept doing over and over again was that I tried to use the same strategies that I had used before, but then my mind wasn't there. So these things that I had done before wasn't working anymore, even though they had previously worked. My energy wasn't there. So now what I do is I have completely shifted back. I have scaled back. I had so much things going on at the same time. I had to stop and actually look at what is it that I want to focus on right now. And that's exactly what I did, and that's what's helped me. And now I just focus on 1 or 2 things and not 10 things anymore. Honestly, this little thing that I have done has helped me in so many ways. I'm able to clearly see the things that I am doing. I can move around a lot more. When I say move around, it just means that I can see much clearly the things that I need to do and actually execute it. See, a lot of people think that the battle is physical, but really a lot of it is within your mind. And if you don't get your mind right, then there's no way you'll be able to continue moving forward and trying to reach your goals or get to where you want to be. So if you're sitting there right now and you feel exhausted, you feel drained, here's what I want you to do. I want you to grab yourself a notebook and I want you to clear all the noise. I want you to write down all your responsibilities, all your goals, all the things that you said that you was going to do. Just write everything down. It doesn't matter what it is. Set a timer for 10 minutes and just keep writing. Once that timer is up, I want you to sit back and I want you to have a look at what's on that paper and look at what is your priority. What is the one thing that you need to work on first? And that's what you need to focus on, because having a mind that is clogged won't get you closer to your goals. You need a clear mind. So this is where every reset starts. Not with more information, not with a strategy, but with clarity. I'm not saying that I have it all together, but I've been exactly where you are. If this resonated with you, make sure you subscribe, because every week I'll be posting new videos on what's working and what's not working and how to reset yourself so that you can become the person you want to be. All right, I'll see you then.